so proudly wave at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alrighty, welcome race fans to another night of Bluegrass Iracing Series, the Truck Series. Alrighty, welcome race fans to another night of Bluegrass Iracing Series. I guess I need to mute the thing, huh? That's kind of scary, getting to hear yourself twice. That should be a crime. But it's the Truck Series here at Bristol, BJ. We got right about 34 drivers in the pit area. We're going to have heat races and a main event here tonight.
It's always a good time to come out to Bristol over on the dirt side and watch these guys that normally run asphalt show up on the dirt. It's always going to put on a good show.
All right, so going into tonight, the point standings for the Truck Series. Bobby Hall Jr. is your current points leader, tied with Peyton Hubbard. They're at 172 points apiece. And then you have Alex Healy in third and with 170 points. Fourth is Lucas Lyons in 169 points. And right now, your top five is Wes Wiggin with 165 points. Well, BJ, this series so far has had 1, 2, 3, 4 different winners. Could we have a repeat tonight?
I think, yeah, forgive me, I'm still getting caught up, but I think this one's really up in the air. It's going to be an anyone's game kind of thing. We saw it last season, or throughout the entire race. Every time we start to think we know who's got it, somebody else happens to sneak in there and pull it off. So, it's really hard to say at this point. I'm at the point of just watching, seeing how it plays out.
Well, tonight we have the onboard of Cody Anderson in the 17 truck. He'll be our live in-car camera driver tonight. We the carry the UDTV cameras. But again, we have Keith Hackney. He's on top of the charts in practice. And then you got Hubbard, Hall, Morton, Vaughn, your top five. Could it be an upset from a non-dirt regular, or could it be a dirt regular picking up the win tonight? It's going to be anybody's guess. And, Bristol right now, you kind of see the track there is a little slick. Up against that wall, the middle of the turns there. There you see the slick, BJ. It's...
Well, I actually need a live feed if you could possibly do that, please.
No, I don't.
Yes, there's a. Oh, okay. But there is a little slick patch going through the middle of their middle lower part of the turns. Drivers are already starting here in practice to migrate up towards the top, possibly just pushing the track. Pushing all the marbles, the cushion, the potato patch, as a lot of us like to call it, on up the track.
Well, a little bit different, versus the dirt cars. Most of your dirt cars, like late ball sprint cars, they either have high or low gear or just drive. Some have drive and reverse. The trucks at a Cup Series, they're going to have all the gears, BJ.
Yeah. And the last time that I decided it would be a good idea for me as a dirt guy to go and attempt to drive in a series that had all the gears, it didn't end so well for me, Steve. I blew the motor not once, but twice.
Alex Healy says, hell yeah, for Fergie, for America. That's right, Alex. That's Alex running with us tonight. And, Hackney, he's not running trucks, but this is one of his one-off races. So we'll see how it goes. And the checker flags followed over practice. Drivers had for about 5 minutes of practice on the track. Then they closed it to try to save it, preserve it for a little later on in the heat racing. And let's see. BJ, did it roll over for you? On your end?
It did indeed roll over on my end.
Well, my end's is saying stuck like Chuck, so let's see. Oh, no. It did a little thing where it closed me out.
Oh.
Well, that's not good.
Well, let me do this right quickly. And set this up for you. Maybe you can throw mine up on the screen here.
I thought it got really quiet at the end. I was like,
Go screen 1. There we are. Alright, Steve, you should have my feed heading over to you. Try to get that up there to have something to show on the screen. And out on tracker right now, and apparently qualifying tire is not properly. Can see mine. You're about to see me do a quick adjustment on here as well. I guess the case itself was having problems. Oh, there we go. All right. So in the top 5 right now, we've got Jeremy Vaughn, Jonah Colbert, Justin Holtz, Ed Osborne, Wes Wiggin drivers out on track right now. We've got Peyton Hubbard in the 99. He is out on track. Gets the wall just a little bit there. I believe it was off turn number 2. A lot of my old cameras need to be reset. So, qualifying does come to an end. Steve gets his all set back up and working. I'll be doing that in the background. Us coming out on track, Brian Terry. Peyton Hubbard, the car we were just watching, timed in 7th quick. switching my stuff over. My buttons get moved around, so bear with me. But on top of the charts right now, it is still Jeremy Vaughn. Two machine Brian Terry on track right there. So I'm getting loose down to the bottom side. A lot of these drivers are not used to driving the dirt side, so a lot of them have almost a learning curve. Yes, they raced out here last season, but they got to do it all over again this season. There's Daniel Worthington out of Rome, PA. Not for sure, but I think I remember Daniel Worthington being the one who won this race last season.
All right, so now both screens are working. Now I just got to get trading paints to load and we'll be offset. But Jeremy Vaughn is one of those guys. I believe he has some experience on the dirt side, BJ, in that number 2 machine.
Yes, Jeremy Vaughn does. Matter of fact, I just raced with him. I believe it was earlier this week or last week. I can't remember. Man, my weeks have all ran together, not having this series running for 2 weeks. Gets my time all messed up. But I did actually just recently race with Jeremy Vaughn on dirt side, and I will say as much. We've been watching him throughout the season here in Bluegrass trucks. He has not forgotten how to drive.
Well, on the track on the left-hand side is the 23. That was Fernando Takahashi. He's 21st on the speed charts. Also on the track in the 77, the Function Junction. Number 77 is Tyler Evans. Tyler Evans in the 77. The Cornerstone Motorsports Vice President. How about that?
All right, look at him moving up in the world. Or he always wants up. We just didn't know it.
All right, Tyler Evans goes 17th quick. So your top 5 looking like this: Jeremy Vaughn, Jonah Colbert, Justin Holt, Ed Osborne, and Lucas Lyons. Your top 5. Still left to qualify and has not made a lap is Keith Hackney, Alex Healy, Travis Twitty, Michael Cole. Jason Collins listening here. I doubt he's racing. Will Weber, Gary Jazorski, and Sean Kostritza.
There's always that off chance that he's like me and is just sitting there thinking, you know what, I really want to race, because I do see TJ Hanley. I'm going to scroll through here once again and double check, but I do see TJ Hanley in the big hauler. I don't see his name in this list even for drivers that has not put a time in, so there is that possibility that, like me, he was sitting there thinking, man, I love running on dirt. Let's do it.
Well, 27 drivers have timed in. Vaughn, Colbert, Holt, Osborne, Lyons, Wiggin, Hubbard, Renstittle, Morton, and Pearl. Your top 10 in qualifying. All right, so with that being said, let's take a look at your qualifying results on the board. Jeremy Vaughn, Colbert, Holt, Osborne, Lyons, and Wiggin, Hubbard, Renstittle, Morton, and Pearl, your top 10. Here's tonight's starting lineup for heat race number 1, and on the pole, in the number 2 is Jeremy Vaughn. To his outside is Justin Holt.
Go on a second.
Row number 2 to the inside. Huh?
So I'll say I was getting some race information updates, but as you start to say, row number 2 on the inside from JC Motorsports, Lucas Lyons. To his outside, the next level racing number 99, Peyton Hubbard.
Row number 3 to the inside be Barrett Morton, and to his outside, Daniel Worthington.
Row number 4 to the inside, Flex Motorsports, number 94, Bobby Hall Jr. To his outside, Indiana's number 81, Taylor Peacock.
And row number 5 to the inside, Tyler Evans in the Cornerstone Motorsports, car number 77. And to his outside, Cody Verrill in the 8.
Row number 6 going to be WJM Motorsports, Fernando Takahashi in the 23. And to his outside, from the Mid-South, he's 71. One of the rookies this season, Devin Scroggins.
Row number 7 to the inside is Bobby Hall Jr. in Flex Motorsports, truck number 94. And to his outside, Taylor Peacock in the 81.
Row number 10 to the inside, Cornerstone Motorsports, number 77, Tyler Evans. To his outside, the 8-car, Cody Verrill. Wait a minute. I thought we done scrolled.
Thought we did too. Well, because we're at the end, boo-boo.
Oh, where am I supposed to be at?
Mark Gilbert will roll off 13th, and George Gibbs rolls off 14th.
Well, I said Taylor Peacock. I'm like, wait a minute. Row number 8 is going to be World of Thunder Racing's 46, Sean Kostritza. To his outside, the guy down there in 18th is going to be moved up. That's going to be Michael Cole in the 67. And I believe rounding out the field is the number 1 of Will Weber. Does that round out the field? Yes, it does.
All righty.
I don't know what happened there with my brain or with my eyes or what, but it completely threw me off until I said Peacock. Wait a minute.
All right, 25 lap heat races here. Jeremy Vaughn and Justin Holt on your front row. Lucas Lyons and Peyton Hubbard, row number 2.
Drivers getting their final instructions from race control.
All right, remember, they got to shift the gears a little different from like late model sprint cars or factory stocks. So, you know, the tires might spin a little bit. We might get a little reckless and careless, but that's all right. Green flag is out. We're racing here at Bristol. 25 lap heat races. And up to the early race lead. Run the high line to 19 of Justin Holt. Jeremy Vaughn to his inside. As they come out turn number 2, Vaughn makes a little mistake there. Bobbles back to that second spot. Look at Peyton Hubbard moved up to the third spot. Lucas Lyons to his inside. Caution out on the raceway. Bobby Hall Jr. in the 94 truck involved.
Yeah, again, these guys not used to it. We'll take a look at our earlier instant replay right here. You see side by side. I believe that's the 81 of Peacock. Peacock is going to claim the caution. Looks like he's about to smack the wall or something there at first glance. And come down and caught the side of Bobby Hall Jr. Unfortunate for Bobby Hall, but still plenty of laps to go to get back up there. It's the race steep. Anything can happen, and it can happen in a moment's time.
You saw when he came off the turn number 2 there, the truck just kind of shot down into Bobby Hall Jr. Around with Bobby Hall. Bobby Hall now in the back. Taylor Peacock down pit road. Your race leader is the 19 truck of Justin Holt. Jeremy Vaughn kind of got caught sleeping there. Then off turn 2, got a little loose. Definitely set his mark for that second spot. And then here comes Peyton Hubbard trying to make a run on the outside. But now we're dumping up 2 by 2 as Justin Holt will choose the outside for the restart. Jeremy Vaughn to the inside. Row number 2 be Lucas Lyons in the 25 on the outside. And Peyton Hubbard to the inside. Then you got Daniel Worthington and Barrett Morton. Row number 3. Pace car is in. We're back to racing. Green flag. And this time Justin Holt got a good start as Jeremy Vaughn got sleeping on that start. Lucas Lyons moves up that second spot as they go into turn number 1 and 2 there. Side by side is Morton and Vaughn. Give it to Morton now, turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Peyton Hubbard has fallen back to that 5th spot. There's Cody Verrill in the 8 machine, currently running 6th. Daniel Worthington in battle with the 77 of Tyler Evans. That's for 7th and 8th on the board. And Devin Scroggins in 9th. And Mark Gilbert rounds out your top 10.
And a lot of drivers starting to get spread out already. One battle going on track. I see just a little bit further back. It's going to be for that 6th and 7th spot. Daniel Worthington taking a look to the inside of Cody Verrill there. Verrill with the momentum around the outside. Daniel Worthington's going to fall back into place.
As you look right there, there's Verrill, the 8 machine. There you see the 113 and Worthington to the inside. Side by side racing. Worthington trying to get the bottom to work as he does. As Farrell now gets into the back pocket of him. See the 113 of Worthington got a little loose there once he got a little bumper action to him. Now look at the 77, Tyler Evans looking to the inside. Farrell with the momentum on the outside. Down the back straightaway. And there's Devin Scroggins in the 71, currently running ninth. Mark Gilbert and Shocker Stritza. Stritza right there ripping the lip. Trying to get that truck going, wound up. As we got 18 laps to go, the 71 Scroggins makes a mistake. That's going to allow the 46 get around him in the top 10. And he's not done yet. Now he's going for ninth as he's the 12 of Mark Gilbert. Now under attack for the 46 of Shocker Stritza.
Stritza started, I want to say it was 15th. Yes, he did start in 15th. 6 spots back from where he's at right now. He's the biggest mover in this race so far, and he is absolutely putting on a show, getting as far forward as he possibly can, take every position that he can get. Right now he's got to run in the top 15, and he does in fact have that. Obviously he runs inside the top 10 now.
Well, a little further up, you see the battle between the 113 and 99. Worthington secures that 5th spot as Peyton Hubbard falls back to the 6th position as Cody Farrell in 7th. Justin Holt way out in front on the Monday drive. On Sundays we say it's a Sunday drive. It's a Monday drive. As you see him coming out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. There's Lucas Lyons in that 2nd spot. Barrett Morton under attack right now with Jeremy Vaughn. Vaughn to the inside of Morton as they come out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Give it to Morton at the line. 14 to go.
And Morton, Vaughn we talked about earlier, rather, no stranger to dirt, but Morton showing that he's got a little bit of experience. Either that or he's just got one heck of a knack for it. Gets up at that high side. You see him digging up there on that cushion. That is the fastest way around the track to Molt by the looks of it. Just absolutely doing a fantastic job. Now look at Daniel Worthington. I still am hoping to see if we can get some confirmation on whether or not he was last year's winner. I think he was, but he is absolutely doing a fantastic job right now, working that outside line, staying right in the groove, right above that slick on the exit, and now starting to reel in Lucas.
Well, the outside line is really working coming in as we got 12 laps to go. There's Shocker Stritza trying to chase down Cody Farrell. Stritza in that 8th spot, Farrell in 7th. Tyler Evans is falling back, or actually he's back where he started in that 9th position. Devin Scroggins now back up to 10th. There's Mark Gilbert battling with the 1 of Will Weber. Fernando Takahashi there in the 13. Or actually, I believe that's the 23. I don't know where. Oh, he's in the 13th spot. Bobby Hall Jr. is involved in the wreck early in 14th. Michael Cole in 15th. George Gibbs the 16th. And Taylor Peacock still out of this race. But your race leader, the 19 of Justin Holt, putting on a clinic here at Bristol in heat race number 1.
As we have less than 10 laps to go now, as the 20, you see the 25, they're working his way around the track. Unfortunately, no wonder I'm having such a hard time. Unfortunately, the timing and scoring feed that I get from Steve does not keep up for me, so I won't have to watch my own. But you see on okay, it's up at the top now. But I gotta get my brain caught back up now. Holt still continues to lead the way over Lucas Lyons in 2nd there in the 25.
As you look at the drivers, BJs, that come out the turns there, you look at the cars, they start to point up towards the top of the track. A little different than we see in the late models or sprint cars.
Yeah, well, normally in the late model, the rear end always points to the right. These things here, they're not built like that. A late model, especially, is built to go around left turns. It's always built to turn left on its own, so the drivers are always chasing the back end of that car as it is almost always pointing to the left. These guys here are driving in a vehicle that doesn't have that. Doesn't have the rear counter steer. It's always pushing straight forward in the rear. So going down that banked straightaway, whenever they go into the turn, the rear end has started to push to the left, so they're chasing it the opposite direction. You see right there out of 25, Lucas Lyons. He chased it back around, And then into the turn, momentum sent it back up to the high side.
Well, Holt continues to lead. Lucas Lyons, Daniel Worthington, your top three. Jeremy Vaughn right there in the two machine. In that fourth spot, there's Barrett Morton in fifth. Then you got Peyton Hubbard in sixth. Shaka Stritz has made his way up to seventh. Chasing down Peyton Hubbard with 4 laps to go. Cody Farrell under attack by Bart Gilbert there in the 12th machine. As you see, Farrell making a little bit of mistake. That allowed, Farrell made a mistake. That allowed Gilbert to catch right up to him.
I did get confirmation last season. It was Josh Abbey that won, not Daniel Worthington's. Josh Abbey not here tonight. Not here this season at all, actually, but still running up front is Justin Holtz in the 19. He has got out to, I believe that is a 1.2 a second lead over Lucas Lyons. And if we could get a quick reset on the screen share. Actually, you hold on a second. I'm going to try it.
Justin Holt. White flag is out for Lucas Lyons in second. Daniel Worthington, your top three. The final time. Justin Holt into turn number 3. He will come out turn number 4. He's going to be victorious in heat race action. Justin Holt picking up the win. Lucas Lyons in second. Daniel Worthington, your top 3. For heat race number 1. We'll get the full results here momentarily.
These guys did a fantastic job. Kept it. I was gonna say it's a. I'm just gonna say it's a bit of a feat for a bunch of asphalt drivers.
Well, looking at it right now, let's see here. Justin Holt picks up the win. Lucas Lyons, Daniel Worthington, Jeremy Vaughn, Barrett Morton. Your top 5. Here is your starting lineup for heat race number 2. And on the pole is Jono Colbert in the 31. Ed Osborne to his outside.
Inside row number 2, it's going to be the 88 of Wes Wiggin. To his outside, that's going to be the 20 of Dustin Reinstedel.
Row number 3 to the inside be Drew Pearl and Cody Anderson to his outside.
Row number 4 to the inside, we're going to get John Valentine and to his outside, Ron Morris Jr. in the 76.
And on your 5th row be Alan Duranco to 4 and David Brackett to his outside.
Row number 5, we're going to have Alan Duranco. We're going to have Sean Kaiser and to his outside, Brian Terry. So we're going to have Sean Kaiser.